Honey. Honey. Don't you think it's time to start making videos again?
Alright, I guess it's been a month. Hey everyone, this is Kev. Alright, let's try this again. Hey everyone, this is Kevin the Apptrepreneur, and welcome to my channel, and welcome back after an extended hiatus, which was very much needed, and I appreciate everyone who was very, very patient in me being gone. This is the first official video being back outside of a few shorts, and I figured we would take this moment to kind of discuss what is going to be going forward. Now then, the first question is of course going to be on everyone's mind, and I'm sure this will have to be explained over and over again because I've probably said enough times, but yeah, this really is the end of the Uber videos. Barring a article especially catching my eye or something extremely major like the CEO being fired or Uber going out of business or anything, I consider this to be a closed topic. Basically, no one is fooled by this con anymore. If you're still driving for Uber, you know, maybe you're still making a living at it, maybe you're still making a go of it. Good for you. Glad that you are able to work that out for yourself. The vast majority of people cannot do that. It has been well established that they are not profitable, drivers are not happy. And here's probably the most important thing. The topic itself no longer makes me happy. In fact, I was listening to a podcast of John Campea. He does the John Campea show. And he was talking about Bob Chapek and Disney. There's been like a lot of stuff going on with Bob Chapek and Disney recently. And while I'm not going to really go into what was going on with Disney at the time, it's not really relevant in this situation. I do want to share this one little clip that John Campea discussed about what you want your legacy on YouTube to be, and this is it.
It's losing the battle for its own identity. Now, I want to acknowledge something before we move forward with this. I always tell aspiring podcasters, bloggers, or YouTubers, the number one piece of advice I always give them is be known for what you love. Don't become known for what you hate, right? Always make sure as you look over all your content, be it written content on a blog or audio content on a podcast or video content on a YouTube channel. I always say that if people look at, bring up your big list of content, are they going to see you doing stuff about things you hate with the odd positive thing thrown in there? Or are they going to look at your big list of content and see, wow, this person loves a lot of things, and obviously every once in a while they dislike something?
Now, I did not listen to that before I took the break, but I listened to that during the break, and I realized, you know what, he's really right. That's probably what my problem with the YouTube channel is at the moment, and I forgot to turn this on silent, so I am so sorry, folks. I want there to be as little editing on this one as possible. So anyway, I listened to that pod because I realized this was probably what's been wrong with me and this channel for a while now. Uber does not bring me joy. Talking about Uber does not bring me joy. Looking at drivers kind of being in denial about their own destiny. I mean, there's that jackass, and he totally deserves to be called a jackass. He would probably admit he deserves to be called a jackass. Who is always saying you're the creator of your own destiny. Nobody's going to do it for you. Now, in all fairness to this person, he doesn't encourage people to just drive and do it blindly. He has actually kind of gotten on this thing fairly recently where he points out that you aren't supposed to be going to strikes and things like that. You need to be getting into the ears of the congressmen and the congresswomen, people who write the laws, people who write the legislation, and for that, I applaud him for that. But the bottom line is basically, I find that quote to be highly ironic for someone who's in the gig economy scene. You don't have control of your life in the gig economy. You can control when you get on and off, but you, in terms of punching in, punching out, turn the app on, turn the app off, yada, yada, yada. But you don't control the wages, you don't control the working conditions, not really. Heck, you can't even decide whether you want to wear a mask or not. And by the way, that's not me saying you should have the choice. I think you very much should be wearing the mask. But people who come on my channel during this whole crazy thing and saying, well, I have the right not to wear a mask on Uber and Lyft, technically you don't, because Uber and Lyft can get rid of you if you refuse to do that. And they will probably also soon require all their drivers to be vaccinated as well. Something I technically agree with them on, but again, that doesn't really make you an independent contractor. That makes you an employee of sorts. So it frustrates me to just keep reading the comments, and I guess some people look to this channel for hope, like, what can I do? Like, can you talk about this? They're screwing the drivers. And after 4 years, I cannot muster the energy to do it anymore. I just absolutely cannot. And it's just, we can't do it anymore, folks. It doesn't make me happy. And I think that's what really killed this channel, is that I became a sourpuss. Nobody wants to spend time with someone who just complains and complains and complains all the time. Like, they want a little bit of positivity. And I'm not saying that you can't complain. I mean, rants are rants for a reason. But have you ever noticed that there's some YouTube commentators where they make videos and a lot of them are pretty positive, and then occasionally they do a rant? Those channels tend to do much better than the channels of the person who just complains all the time. And I should even know, because I have gone to channels where they just complain all the time. And yeah, I'll watch for a little while, but it gets to a point where it's like, man, I can't take it anymore. There is nothing positive coming out of this, and you can only gripe and moan about something for so long before you just can't do it anymore. So for that reason, I was dead serious, and I'm really going to stick to it this time. We are getting away from the rideshare videos now, and we're going to be gone from them for at least, let's see here, it's October, right? November, December. We're going to probably be out of the rideshare business at least through February or March. And if I can get it to February or March without doing any dedicated rideshare content, then we will have succeeded. And I am very confident we will do that. Why? Well, some people have been commenting and emailing me like, what are you doing these days? They're also asking me, by the way, where Geo is. To be honest, I don't know. You'll have to reach out to him if you want to find out where he is. But they've been asking what I've been doing. And if you've been watching the shorts that I've been uploading, the answer is not much. I've just been goofing off. Actually, that's not completely true. I have been filming videos like I said I would, and I have been editing them. And we actually have the next few months worth of videos filmed, edited, and scheduled. Heck, I even put on the Santa hat early October. We've already got our Christmas videos filmed. And so look, we're in this for the long haul. I wanted to put my channel in a position where we are going to be watching something other than rideshare, and I wanted a long-term plan to do it so that you knew I was serious. So at least through January, there's no rideshare videos whatsoever. Now then, what is the schedule going to look like? So here's what the schedule is going to look like for a while. We are going to have updates 3 times a week. 3 times a week. At least 3 videos a week. Mondays and Wednesdays for the next few months have been scheduled. And Mondays for the time being, I'm going to call it Credit Card Mondays, because I'm doing a lot of credit card reviews and a lot of, bonus reviews and stuff like that, and how to maximize cards for your entrepreneurial business. And so those will probably be on Mondays. That's going to kind of be the finance day. Then you're going to have Wednesday. These are going to be still entrepreneurial based, but they're going to be on different things. Like they're going to be on a bank that you might want to use, or maybe a real life circumstance or situation, I should say, that I want to comment on in terms of business. Or we'll talk about Mercari or e-commerce or something like that. And those will be Wednesday's videos. Now Friday, that's going to be the interesting one. First of all, because depending on who I can get, it might not be Friday. It might be Friday or Saturday or maybe even Sunday. I'm going to try not to do Sundays. I think Sunday should be just a completely no videos day type of thing for me. But Friday, we are bringing the Apptrepreneur Show podcast back. And it's going to be in a little bit of a different format. It's going to be a little bit more free-flowing. I'm going to bring people on that I have a good repertoire with. And we're going to be having basically conversations, like hour-long conversations, where we talk about a variety of subjects. Now, in the podcast form, stuff about rideshare might come up because maybe the co-host brings it up, or maybe someone drops a $5 to $10 super chat during the live stream, asks a question about it. And here's the thing. I'm not going to be a jerk. If you give me $5 or $10 and you have a question about rideshare, I'm going to do my best to answer it. Of course I am. I'm not going to initiate any rideshare content during those, but during the podcast, there might be some of that. So for those of you who still have questions about rideshare, I think I've said everything I possibly could about rideshare. But if you feel like there is still something that you would like to know, you can drop a super chat. I will answer it and to the best that I can. And that's where it's going to wind up. But otherwise, this is what the schedule is going to be like. And so I like this schedule because it gives me time to really plan the videos far out in advance. But the Friday podcast, for like last minute news or something that comes up, that's where that can be addressed. Also, on random days here and there, I will be uploading shorts, and there might be the occasional breaking news story where it's like, you know what, I know it's not a video day, I should have this day off because I don't want to get into the breaking news as much anymore. I want to have more long-term content, but there might be some news stories where it's like, you know what, screw it, just got to get online now, just have to talk about this right away. And I think this is ultimately going to be a very positive thing. It also allows me to balance out the positive and the negative videos way better so that there's more positive than negative. It will allow me chances to do those little skits that people remember. I used to do little skits before videos because I just had all the time in the world to do them. I don't have all the time in the world anymore. I've got, a pet that needs to be fed, a wife that needs to be taken care of. If I'm not giving her kisses and stuff like that, she gets really angry. So my time is a little bit more limited now. But by planning in advance a lot more, we can do more of those skits. And I actually think that's when my channel is actually doing the best, is when people would come to get the news, and there would also be a little skit there as well. It was totally pointless, but it was fun, and people were coming back because they liked seeing them. And then I became bitter and cynical, and we're not going to be doing that anymore. So the funny thing is, I was going to make this video more edited to show what the new style is going to be, but you're going to have to wait till Monday because I kind of realized this is just kind of the reintroduction. I don't want to spend that much time on it, but we will be coming back on Monday, whatever day this is. I'm aiming to, I think it's Monday today. So yeah, you've got one more week, and then real videos are going to start coming. It's going to be every Tuesday, Wednesday, and most of the time Fridays, sometimes a Saturday or a Sunday though. And I'm looking forward to seeing what happens to the channel. Now, some people are going to ask right now, well, what if the channel just totally tanks? What if the audience never comes back? It happens. It happens. Sometimes you catch lightning in a bottle. You were at the right place at the right time. And when you try the pivot, sometimes the audience does not go with you. That is always a big risk. But you know what? It's a risk I have to take. I cannot be chained to this company forever. I don't want to spend my days making videos where I'm upset and angry all the time. I want to be more positive, and this is a way to do that. And I think you can all appreciate that a little bit. But with that being said, I would like to know what you think. Did you enjoy any of the shorts while we were gone? Are there any topics you would like to hear discussed? Because here's the thing, now we can also open it up to anything. Is there something you want me to talk about? Do you want me to talk about eBay? Do you want me to talk about Amazon? Do you want me to talk about the Netflix walkout? I mean, I'm tempted to. I know it's going to get me in a lot of trouble, but I'm tempted to. I would like to know what you think I should talk about. I'm open to more suggestions now, so you know the drill. Commenting is not just now to say whether you like this video or not. It's to make suggestions, it's to have conversation, and that's where we're going to be going. So I'd like to hear it all below. Also, like, favorite, share, subscribe, and as always, flame responsibly. Have a good one.